7-yard line. That's a great call. Play fake. Plummer will put it up. Throws over the middle. Pull. Touchdown. Quick flag.
3rd down and 5. Levitt switches to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Scadaboo is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure. Shut this defense here. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025.
Today. This one the other way. It gets no going back. Now the drag walks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it.
Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt 3 right on the money.
Takes his shot for Darby. Flag out. What is up, my Pitchfork Lunch peeps? Welcome into Mike, what day is it? Hump day. Woo, woo. Yep, that's for Mama. As you guys know, you Pitchfork Lunchers know that. But Wednesday's edition of Pitchfork Lunch, because that is her favorite commercial with my name in it. And today being Wednesday, we shout Mama out with that. So, yes. And she still gets a giggle from it. So, laughter is always good. It is always good. But yes, happy Wednesday. I am Michael Caratino at Diablo005_ on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter. You know it. You love it. You can check out the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Also, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you guys, but you can go to the wonderful world of IG and check it out on the good old IG as all you have to do is go to IG and you see my name, Michael Caratino, but it's at michael.caratinudo.5. Yes, add a dot between the first and last name, .5, and then bam, there is my IG page. You can watch live there. So yes, go there. And last but not least, you guys know this, the YouTube channel. Guys, go to YouTube. You know how to get there. But you want to go to YouTube. You want to watch live, but you need to subscribe, because for my veteran Pitchfork Lunchers that are here, Forks Up, I'm so stoked you're here. But for you newbies, Forks Up, I'm very stoked you're here too. But, you know, the veterans know what I'm going to say. Shame on you. Where have you been? We're in the third season of this. But yes, I got you covered, though. That's all that matters, because you can go to YouTube and you can subscribe, because what? You have missed a plethora of phenomenal con reviews, whether it be coaches, players, voices, insiders, analysts, alum, all that good stuff. And you can go back and catch up. And when I say catch up, I mean, obviously, you can binge watch season 1, keep watching season 3, binge watch season 2, keep watching season 3, and by the time season 4 rolls around in the fall, again, not rushing to get that because we got some postseason stuff going on in spring sports. Obviously, graduation coming up. We're going to get to see, obviously, we'll talk about that. Obviously, men's hoops, Coach Bennett. A little bit going on. We'll finally get to see him tomorrow. So that will be absolutely awesome. Very stoked. Like I said, got to talk to his dad, who he played for at MCC. But yes, I look forward to that. That'll be tomorrow morning. Coach Bennett, so we'll see that. Also, but everything on YouTube, like I said, I haven't seen. So go to YouTube. You see my name, Michael Caratino. My page is at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ, 005, at MVC005 on YouTube. And you can subscribe, because like I said, we've had guests on, and yes, some of the same stuff. They're coaches, different coaches play. I mean, we don't talk about the exact same, ask the same things, because if I ask the same questions, why would they want to come back on, even if there was, you know, quite a bit of space in between visits? But, and you'll see that when you subscribe, and you know, you watch season 1, you see a guest, and then certain guests, it kind of, you know, plugs together. So that is very, very there for you to catch up and go, like I said, in, around, through Sun Devil Nation, whether it be obviously the con reviews we have here, the post practice sound, post game sound, anything. So it's just, again, absolutely awesome. And Friday, we're confirmed to. Awesome. We're going to be out at women's golf as they get set. They're headed to the Stanford Regional, but they have finals this week. But Friday, I'm going to be sitting down with all 7. No, not at the same time, because as much as I love organized chaos, as you guys know, definitely a big fan of the organized chaos. But that being said, we're going to do it we're going to talk to all 7, but it'll be 3 groups of 2 and then group of 1. So yeah, Coach Missy Farquet, again, always generous with her time here on the show, getting to talk to her, seeing her out at events. And as long as she's been there, and a Sun Devil alum, I mean, her story, again, you can subscribe to YouTube the few times we've had her on, talking to her. So, you can see it is good stuff. So Friday, we are confirmed for that. It will be the show live out there at Papago. And yeah, it'll be golf. So featuring the women's team, who definitely deserves it. The amount they've done. I mean, I'm going to talk postseason awards a little bit, and of course, there's already Big 12 awards that have been gifted or earned. Well, I mean, I say gifted, it came down, but dominantly earned by some women's golfers. So yeah, forks up to that. Looking forward to that. But yes, my whole point: subscribe to YouTube, keep up, and the con reviews for the new Pitchfork launchers. I say con reviews because people say interview, but it's not just it's conversations. I've gotten to know these coaches and get to know these players. And yes, we talk about their sport, but no, it's not all X's and O's, and no, it's not all just of their sports stuff. But you want to check out the con review. So again, go to YouTube and you see my name, M as in my. So the page is at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ, 005. The MVC is all caps for some reason. If you search it in lowercase, I don't know. I thought it wouldn't matter. Some people are having issues with it, but all caps. But you type in my name, Michael Harrington, you'll see the Pitchfork Lunch symbol. Yes, subscribe to the channel, man. So stoked that all are there. So, but. Yes, I did mention we're going to talk softball because they're getting set to play that school down south of the Big 12 championships. And that game is tomorrow as well, Thursday. It's ESPN Plus in the evening. So, yes, that is absolutely awesome, my friends. But I do want to we'll get to that, but I do want to get to the golf and the postseason awards because another player of the year. We had one in women's tennis in the Big 12, and now we have one in women's golf, which is well deserved because it was earned the way this young woman just has kept her just consistency and we'll say it, domination going. Patience Rhodes wins player of the year in the Big 12, and Phi Rubrong, the freshman who's had just again, under Coach Farkay. Yes, Phi Rubrong, very talented. These freshmen women are very talented, but that guy did, and Phi Rubrong is named Freshman of the Year in the Big 12 coming out of Texas. The Big 12 Conference announced the 2026 women's golf all-conference teams, and Sun Devil women's golf, of course, is very well represented. Arizona State landed 3 individuals on the Big 12 all-conference team, the most selections of any team in the league. Weird. Patience Rhodes, Phi Rubrong, and Paula Scholes-Hansen were recognized for their spectacular seasons. This is the 6th consecutive year that at least 2 Sun Devils have received all conference distinctions. Yes, going back to Pac-12, which we know is just deeply, and not that the Big 12 isn't, but a lot of talent, a lot of deepness of the old Pac-12, because the new Pac-12, the new look Pac-12, I should say, launching next fall. But for the so the 6th consecutive season have 2 Sun Devils receive all conference distinction for the 6th time in the Missy Farkay era. ASU had 3 or more honorees. The respect for the maroon and gold is clear as the awards are voted on by the other coaches in the league. So yes, you're not voting for your own, but names come up and it happens. So Patience Rhodes, 2 years trips to the Masters. We'll get into that Friday with her. And again, I'm not going to spoil all the thunder because yes, we're going to talk about that with her. 2 straight trips to Augusta, I should say. Pardon me. 2 straight trips to Augusta. But she received Big 12 Player of the Year honors, selected by the coaches as the top player in the conference. Additionally, like I said, Phi Rubrong was named Big 12 Freshman of the Year, meaning 2 of the 4 major awards handed out by the league went to Forks Up Sun Devils. Hashtag our state domination. Love it. Rhodes is the 6th Sun Devil to win a Conference Player of the Year award, the first since Monica Vaughn accomplished the feat on her way to winning the 2017 National Championship. Little percolation there. She joins an exclusive list of some of the program's most decorated golfers. Conference Golfers of the Year from ASU: Rhodes in 2026, Vaughn, obviously Monica Vaughn in 2017, Julia Molinaro, the Italian, in 2012, Anna Norquist. You guys heard of her? Pac-10. in 2007. Louise Stahl, Pac-10 in 05, and Wendy Ward, Pac-10 in 1993, inaugural winner. Conference did not hand out award from 1994 to 2002. The Pac-10 didn't, so that's weird. But nonetheless, that again absolutely forks up Patience Rhodes. Phenomenal job, well earned. So stoked! Cannot wait to again get out to golf on Friday and chat with these women just crushing it. Rubrong, by the way, is the 5th Sun Devil to earn Freshman Player of the Year distinction, the first since Jennifer Johnson back in 2010, though. And again, you look at that and it's like, I know all that like Missy Farkey has had. And yes, that's what I talk about, like the depth of the Pac-12, because there have been some really good freshmen that have come in. And yes, I mean, you see wins and stuff like that, but just it's crazy to me when I saw this that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, wait, and again, I keep listening in my head, and you guys know you pitchfork lunchers know this. I am a homer, but that being said, like I'm thinking in my head, oh, it had to be a lot sooner than and whatever. So than that. But that being said, it's crazy. It was 2010. Jennifer Johnson back in 2010. She also joined selection of Arizona State's finest. So, Phi Rubrong, 2026, Big 12. Jennifer Johnson, 2010, Pac-10. Anna Norquist, again, crazy. Freshman of the year, player of the year, freshman of the year. She doubled in 07. Oh, man, I missed it. Well, I wanted to get to this first. But, yeah, Norquist doubled in 07 as freshman of the year and conference player of the year. Like, absolute man. And she was dominating. I remember, again, getting to see her play as a freshman. I was like, oh, my goodness. I was like, yeah, pro LPGA, here we come. But just absolutely awesome to see that. And then Louise Stahl, who was golfer of the year in 2005, she also doubled. So 2 doubles, 05 and 07. And like absolute madness. So Stahl did it in 05. Norquist said, you know what? I can do it too in 07. And they both doubled. And then Miriam Nagel in Pac-10 in 2000. And she was the inaugural winner of the freshman of the year. So it is, I mean, it's just phenomenal. Like absolutely phenomenal. And you see that, but yeah, like I said, it's so yeah, I mean, again, forks up. And I mean, you look at like, Paula Scholes Hansen and what was I gonna say? Isla. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I was like, wait, why who am I for? I know all this list, all these awards, and yes, every now and then my pitchfork lunch friends, things get a little jumbled, but you think about the team, but like return obviously, the 2 seniors, Beth Coulter and Paula, yeah, like I said, Paula Scholes Hansen, another senior, and then the junior the redshirt junior in Patience Rhodes, and then Isla, and then the sophomore in Isla McDonald O'Brien, like you're saying. And then you have the freshman in, yes, the aforementioned and freshman of the year, Phi Rubrong, and then Johanna Axelson, another freshman from Denmark, and then Kate Dillon, a freshman from a fellow countrymate of Beth Coulter in Ireland. So yeah, I mean, it's like I said, what she had, again, more international, I know, but to think of this team and just even see them, what they did last year, and seeing them charge into the Stanford Regional, which they have next coming up. So again, so very stoked for them and with the winners. And okay, to kind of put your head around this, because guys, when I saw this again, Connor Smith got this out, absolutely phenomenal. In their first 2 years in the Big 12, head coach Missy Farkay's program has just, I mean, again, huge impact, obviously, in the Big 12. Of the 31 all-conference selections made by the league since Arizona State was added, 7 of them were Sun Devils, the most of any Big 12 program. ASU has now had at least one representative on the highest all-conference team every year since 2005, since Louis Stahl doubled as freshman and player of the year in the Pac-10. This is the third consecutive year that redshirt sophomore Patience Rhodes, it's a sophomore, but I thought she was a redshirt junior. Either way, Patience Rhodes was an all-league selection, meaning she now has secured the honor in every season she has been eligible. Senior Paula Scholes-Hansen was also named all-conference golfers for the third time in her career, also previously accomplishing the feat last year as well as the 2023 Pac-12 season. Freshman Phi Rubrong joined an elite group of Sun Devil golfers to earn all-conference honors in their first year. It is the 5th consecutive year that Arizona State has had freshmen recognized by a conference in their postseason awards. Again, and like Coach said this, we are incredibly proud of having 3 team members named to the Big 12 All-Conference team. Coach said their dedication and commitment to improving, which she talked about on the show. And again, it's the little things. It's a one of the biggest individual team sports. And you think of form, you think of coaching, and of course, like the mental side of that, which I've talked to Coach about. It's awesome. And she said their dedication and commitment to improving and being great teammates has been incredible to watch. I am thrilled to watch us compete in the upcoming NCAA regional with a chance to make the NCAA championship, which, they're not going to rest on these awards. Not happening. But yeah, all conference selections in Missy Farkay's era, the 30 this year. Patience Rhodes, again, first team. Phi Rubrong, second team, and Paula Scholes-Hansen, also second team, all Big 12. In 2025, Patience Rhodes, Beth Coulter, Paula Scholes-Hansen, and Isla McDonald O'Brien were all conference selections as well, too. So, I mean, you look at that, and and most 2025, 2026 all conference selections by school. ASU 3, yes. But Baylor and Houston also had 3. Iowa State, Oklahoma State, Kansas each had 2. But yes, Sun Devils forks up. Missy Farkay does such, again, a phenomenal job. I mean, you look back to, like I said, she's had 30 in her era that started a decade in 2016. Monica Vaughn and Linnea Strom, both first teams, no surprise, in 16. In 17, Vaughn, Strom, Olivia Mahaffey, and Sophie Zeeb. Well, she was an honorable mention. The first 3 were first teams and then honorable mention. And then 18, Olivia Mahaffey, again, was a first team, and she was the first team in 2019. So in 17, 18, 19, and she dominated, as you guys can remember. She was first team. And then 2021, Lynn Grant, Alessandra Finale, and Olivia Mahaffey. Because 2020, obviously, with COVID, and everything got shut down. But so Olivia Mahaffey in 17, 18, 19, and 21 making the team. She was an honorable mention. But yeah, Lynn Grant and Alessandra Finale were first teams. Mahaffey was an honorable mention. Alexandra Fosterling and Ashley many were also honorable mentions. 2022, Fosterling became first team. Kaylin Rochel was also first team, and Ashley Meny was an honorable mention, as was Alessandra Finale, and that was in 2022. In 2023, Farkay, again, Ashley Meny was first team. Grace Summerhays, first team. Beth Coulter, honorable mention. Paula Scholes-Hansen, honorable mention in 2023. 2024, Ashley Meny, again, first team. Patience Rhodes, honorable mention. 2025, like I said, Rhodes, Coulter, Scholes, Hansen, Island, McDonald, O'Brien, and then this year, Rhodes first team, Rubrong second team, Scholes, Hansen second team as well. So look, forks up to Missy Farquet. These women, these young women, young ladies, like just crushing it. And yeah, the weather out here is great, but man, the work they put in. We're going to get to that on Friday. Again, I'm not going to. I mean, there's some stuff I have here, but we'll get to that on Friday when we're sitting down with the team on Friday. So yeah, but just man, forks up, man. So stoked for Patience Rhodes. Like I said, well earned, and we'll chat with her as Big 12 Player of the Year and Rubrong named Freshman of the Year. So it's I'm like I said, we'll talk results with them, but just so very stoked that they were able to get this done. And it's like I said, they are in the Stanford Regional coming up, and I want to tell you the dates for that in a few weeks. As today is Wednesday, May 6th. By the way, if your name is Michael, you can get totally free food today at Firehouse Subs. Any version of Mike, Michael, Michelle, Michaela, they had it all. It's insane. But so May 11th through 13th. So yeah, we are 5 days away. As Monday, they will be at the Stanford Regional. So Monday through Wednesday, and then it'll be very, very challenging, but can they advance? Absolutely. I mean, everything I said, guys, home or show or not, like you see what they've done, see how they play it again, getting to see them at the Ping Invitational, capping that off. Very, 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 very ASU the Ping ASU Invitational, very, very awesome. But the Women's Championships, 22nd through 27th, the Omni La Costa Resort and Spa in San Diego. So that is May 22nd through 27th, but the 11th through 13th first here, or well, not here, but in Palo Alto, Stanford Regional. And yeah, Stanford, a very good team, someone that their coach Farquet is very familiar with. So yes, it'll be fun. Let's see. I can tell you. Yes, the Stanford Regional site. The Stanford Regional will be played at the Stanford Golf Course in Stanford, California. And will be hosted by, Stanford. So teams seated in the following order. Stanford, the Atlantic Coast Conference champion, the ACC. Pepperdine who's in the West Coast Conference. They're number 2. So Stanford number 1, Pepperdine number 2, Vanderbilt number 3, Forks up. Devils came in at the number 4 seed. And then you have Missouri at 5, that school down south at 6, Arizona. Yes. Okay. Arizona at 6, Cal State Fullerton at 7, Illinois at 8, Oregon State at 9, Cal Poly from the Big West at 10, South Dakota from the Summit League at 11, and then Navy, the Patriot League, at 12. So, and then individuals seated in the following order. Emma Birch from New Mexico State is number 1. Leah Chung of Boise State is number 2. Kelsey Kim of Santa Clara 3. Adora Liu of California 4. And Eve Pett of San Francisco at 5. And rounding it out, Madison Lee of Long Beach State at number 6. So yes, there's teams in there, and there's individuals that, because of, again, you see where all those people, like New Mexico State, Boise State, Santa Clara, Cal, San Francisco, and Long Beach State, if they qualify, like they've qualified individually, so they will be in that competition to see if they individually can qualify for the national tournament too. So yes, the Stanford site, where there will be Monday through Wednesday, and again, We'll get more. We'll get a little bit into that on Friday with them, but it'll be awesome. So, like I said, to check out them. So, hey, we're gonna take a quick break though. When we get back, we're gonna dive into softball, guys. Tomorrow, yes, the Big 12 tournament starts. I will say their name again. Respect the Sun Devils. Not our name, of course. We have massive respect for that. Forks up. Coach Bartlett, her team, her recently drafted pitcher in the AUSL, Kenzie Brown. But I mean, and this whole team, I mean, they've been phenomenal. I mean, you've seen it defensively. What Kaylee Pond has meant in center field, and then yes, Tanya Windle, in left field, getting injured, but getting back into the batter's box and then getting back on the field, looking solid in left. So defensively, it's there. But the Devils taking on. Yes, Arizona. I will call them that because it's a Big 12 tournament, and that team down south did take 2 out of 3 from them this year, but the Devils went down to Tucson and whooped them that first game in a shortened game. So, and they still put up runs in the other games, very close, but that's that. So, that being said, we'll dive into that. Matchups tomorrow, again, ESPN Plus. All that good stuff. But we'll talk about that and hit up some baseball too. They're getting set to play, they're still conference. They're still battling for the conference, eating a big weekend. Again, cheering for West Virginia to sweep Kansas and ASU to sweep Oklahoma State, which is very challenging, very tough. Yes, I know, but that puts them right back in these last few series for the Big 12 regular season Big 12 championship because they don't play Kansas. So again, it comes down to who knows, crazy tiebreakers, all that stuff. But we'll get to that. Softball when we come back, but more coming up here on Pitchfork Lunch. All right, we are back here on Pitchfork Lunch. I am Michael Carrottenuto at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter. You guys know it. You love it. Check out Show Live every day, Monday, Friday, 12 to 1, along with my wonderful IG, Michael.Carrottenuto.5 on the wonderful world of IG. And you guys know, last but not least, the YouTube channel. Go to YouTube. Check out my obviously the show, and you get all caught up, but go to YouTube. You got a lot to catch up on if you're just new joining us. Again, forks up, glad you're here. But again, it's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. Yes, watch live, but do subscribe. And when you search it in all caps, the capital M, capital V, capital C, all that good stuff. So yes, I say that. But softball, guys, awesome softball team headed to take on that school down south. Yes, Arizona in the Big 12 tournament as number 25, which is, a spot in the Big 12 tournament. And it will be the last game of the day. That's maroon and gold battling, yes, the Fighting Wilburs. Yep, they are in the 6th seed in the Big 12 tournament. So, yes, they leapfrog. Like I said, the two schools, we talked about that. The softball tournament presented by Allstate at Devon Park in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Yes, where the Women's College World Series is at. But, yes, Oklahoma State hosting, and they're in Stillwater. So, again, not too far. But yes, Arizona will close out day one of the 3-day tournament by squaring off against in-state foe, Territorial Cup battle, and 3rd seed Arizona at 5:30 local time, 7:30 there in Oklahoma City. It's going to mark the first time. The game tomorrow will mark the first time that ASU and Arizona have ever met in the Big 12 softball tournament. Again, they've been in the conference for 2 years, so. But it's also the first time the Sun Devils and Wildcats have played in a conference tournament since Wednesday. Oh God, I love that. Since Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. When, unfortunately, the Cats won. But, I mean, truly, do they ever really win? Because we're still here. They're there. But, yes, we need to beat them on the field. But the Cats won 13-4 in 5 innings. That was a tough one. Despite a first-inning grand slam by ASU's Jasmine Hill. Yes, I do remember that. It's beautiful. Of the first ever game of the inaugural Pac-12 softball tournament. That was phenomenal. It says, we look forward to, Coach Bartlett said she looked forward to beginning a promising postseason run in Oklahoma City this week, said Arizona State head coach Megan Bartlett. We certainly are trending in the right direction coming off a sweep of BYU. The bats, yes, the bats are hot. Not just one bat, a mini bat are hot and have been consistent as well. The Devils 38-16, 11-13 in conference play, taking on Arizona, who's 35-15, but 16-8 in conference play. We'll meet for the 4th time this season after, like I said, U of A rallied to take the final 2 games of a 3-game conference series in late March in Tucson. The Sun Devils, yes, as you guys know, opened the series and just absolutely destroyed them 16-5 in 5 innings. The 16 runs scored by ASU marked the most runs in a softball game against U of A since 1973. Been a minute. The 16 run out, which again is tough to do because normally these games are close. And like I said, in 2023 it was 13-4, but still, these rivalry games, the talent that's been through both schools, it's it's there. The 16-run outing was fueled by who else? Emily Sheps, 4 for 4, 2 home run, 4 RBI performance. And since she's been consistent all year, but since that series, guys, talking to Coach Bartlett, she is, like I said, she's squared up the ball, just getting the barrel on the ball, and seeing. I mean, softball's bigger anyway, but seeing like a ginormous beach ball, it must seem like, because with her prep and what pitchers are throwing, so. But the Wildcats bounced back, taking the matchup with a game-ending infield single with 2 away in the bottom of the 7th to leave Hillenbrand Memorial Stadium with a 9-8 win. Sunday's series finale again was decided by one pitch as Sidney Stewart hit a go-ahead 2-run home run in the bottom of the 6th to break the 4-4 tie. So, yes, right there. Wow. Oh, yes. And in the 4-4 game, I didn't talk about this because, well, I did mention it. I mentioned it very briefly, as some of you may have remembered, but I did mention it back then because, and it was just, like a review and all that good stuff. But, after a 1-out run scoring hit by Ryan Brown was ruled a game tying 2-run double rather than a go ahead 3-run home run, despite hitting the stadium's batter's eye outside the center field wall. I didn't understand it then. Again, it was ruled, it was reviewed, so I didn't go heavy into it. But not like, again, just like the tag out with the runner, the Texas Tech runner. Don't see how the tag wasn't made before she dived back to the plate, even though she was 4 feet outside of the baseline. Fifth seeded Kansas and 4th seeded UCF will kick off the conference postseason tournament at 9 a.m. local time here on tomorrow. Before 8th seeded Baylor, who is 29-25, 10-14 overall, and top seeded and regular season champion Texas Tech, 50-5. Let that sink in, guys. 50-5. Yeah, 21-3 in conference play. Square off at 11:30 a.m. local time here. And 7th-seeded Utah and 2nd-seeded Oklahoma State will proceed the Territorial Cup matchup at a 3 p.m. start with first pitch. So, again, that game might not start exactly at 5:30 local time because, again, you get 9, 11:30, local time. But so in Oklahoma City, again, the first game, that'll start on time, 11 a.m. But then, depending on if how long it goes, it might not start exactly. So 1:30. And then you have the 5 p.m. game. So that could start on time, even if that 1:30 game starts a little late. But then the last game at 7:30 might start a little late. So late. Get to the gate. Yeah, I'm trying to sound like a poet. No. Anyway, bad joke aside. So the winner of game 1, which is UCF and Kansas, will take on the winner of game 2, which is Texas Tech and Baylor. Then game 6 on Friday, which is, game 1 is at 3 p.m. and then game 2 is at 7 p.m. So the second game usually starts on time. The winner of game 3 will take on the winner of game 4. So the winner of Oklahoma State, Utah will take on the winner of Arizona. I know it pains me to say their name. I'm not calling the team down south or the Fighting Wilburys, but it is a tournament. Respect. They're the 3 seed. Respect, but bash them. So the winner of, the Arizona State game, and that would be Friday at 7 p.m. And then the championship Saturday game, which is on ESPN, the winner of game 5, obviously, takes on the winner of game 6. And it's on ESPN, but of course it's at 9 a.m. local here, and they put the Big 12 on at 11 a.m. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's that. But we'll take it. We'll kick off the day, even though in Eastern time zones, it's later there. You could start with them, but hey, I get it. You want to start with the best. It's like a relay. It's like you want to start with the best and show them that it's just going to go downhill from there. I like that. That's my theory. Sticking to it. But guys, like I said, I mentioned those scores, but just what two players batting over 400 this season, right? We know that as Tanya Wendell and Sam Swan. So yeah, Tanya Wendell is at 412. She is batting 412. Sam Swan 405 now after the awesome sweep weekend over BYU up in Provo. Katie, let me do it this way. That's fine. Oh no. Yeah, so Tanya Wendell at 412, Sam Swan at 405, Katie Chester 362, Emily Shep, like I talked about, up to 351, has just been crushing the ball, just consistently. And again, seeing everything. And yeah, that's prepping. Now you've taken on these teams. So they took on Arizona. They've seen the pitching. So yeah, Emily Shep went nuts. Again, if first base is open, she's going to get the unintentional, intentional walk. She's going to get 4 pitches that, if they can get her to chase, they'll try and get her to chase. But if first base isn't open, Emily Shep is just, the whole team licking their chops to, again, see what Arizona can do. But yeah, a 4-for-4 game in that 16-5 game, like 2 home runs. Yeah, but she's at 351 on the season. Yazzie Avila, again, who's come in and, hit well. She's at 345. Kaylee Pond at 340. Ashley Mejia at 331. Oh, wait, we have 3 over 400. Oh, my gosh, how dare I do that? So, Tanya Wendell, 412. Oh, it's only 2 over 400. And I said Sam Swan. I'm losing my mind. I apologize. Yes, I did say Sam Swan. Yeah, 412. Sam Swan, we know what she's done too. Again, both like 405. And then, yeah, Chester, 362. Shepard, 351. Avila, 345. Kaylee Pond, 340. Ashley Mejia at 331. Brooklyn Ulrich at 316 coming on. Yaya Acuna at 268. Jasmine Marie Roberts has been in, 274. Ryan Brown pinch hitting a lot, 259. Jara Ho Ching at 238. I know stretches have been really good, but just a little bit tough for Tiara to play. But Tiara has 14 walks on the season, although leading the team in walks is Kaylee Pond with 39 times. Yeah, 39 free bases. You'll take that. She's also, she's been hit by 10 pitches, so 49 free bases. And then you think of Tanya Wendell, who has been walked 10 times, and again, out, but again, hit by 7 pitches. So 17 free bases. Yes, please give them lots of free bases. So yeah, the team, like I said, hitting and stolen base wise, they've 53 to 68. And there's some, Nahonda Lewis, I talk about perfect 2 for 2. Avery Matroni, in and out 1 for 1. Ryan Brown getting on 5 for 5. And then Yaya Acuna 6 for 6. Who else? That's that. But Sam Swan 9 for 11. Tanya Wendell 11 for 12. Yazzie Avila 3 for 4. Kelly Pond 4 for 8. But yeah, 53 to 68, and their opponents, it's a good percentage, but 23 to 26. And Sam Swan has just absolutely she has gunned down quite a few, and that is absolutely awesome. So yeah, she has had again a heck of a thing, and then pitching. We know what the Dominator, Kenzie Brown, 13-6 overall, 4 shutouts. She actually has 3 saves this year. 129 2/3 innings pitched to this point. Gave up only 82 hits, 59 runs, 46 of those were earned. 222 strikeouts to 66 walks. Guys, that, as you know, that's phenomenal. Mika Lupi, 56 strikeouts to 29 walks. Aisa Silva, 77 Ks, 48 walks. Mary Peyton Hodge, 16 Ks to 12 walks, a freshman who, again, pitched a lot early, but it's they got a good one in that. And she's pitching from, and just, yeah, I like that. But yeah, for Kenzie Brown, I mean, that's back-to-back years of 200 plus strikeouts, 222 this year. Yeah, it's she's, again, and it just got drafted by Portland. So stoked, for her. Definitely deserves it. But yeah, they that's, you look at that, her, and then between her and Mika Lupi and Aisa Silva have pitched a ton. I mean, Silva's 11-5, Lupi's 12-4, and like I said, she's 13-6. 36-15, 36-15 between the three of them, and then Mary Peyton Hodge is 2-1, so that's 38-16 between the four of them. So yeah, you like your and that's their obviously record, 38-16. So yeah, you like that a ton. So man, got to look, and Arizona, talk about their stats more tomorrow. As oh man, the time just flies when you're talking about greatness in golf. So and obviously golf, softball, baseball. Again, like I said, Oklahoma State coming up, guys. Let's go. Forks up. We'll talk more about that. We'll get into, obviously, softball will be going on tomorrow. I'll give you scores, but we'll get into baseball tomorrow, Oklahoma State. It is a ginormo series, especially after coming off of the UCF series. Again, had to deal with some inclement weather, but they take the series and win 2-3. Friday, they're able to win. Last Friday, they were able to win 9-4. They started the Saturday game on Saturday, but then weather stuff came in, so they finished it on Sunday. They picked it up Sunday, and UCF won that 4-2, but the Devils finished out Sunday, taking the third game. Only one Big 12 series, again, as tough as it is, and you see what Willie has, what they built, what this team has done. Yes, Landon Harrison has been on fire pretty much all season long. New Contreras again with the injury, that leadership lineup, what the pitching has done. We'll again, we've talked about it, but we'll get into some stuff tomorrow. Possible matchups we'll see against Oklahoma State tomorrow, and then that is that. So I will I will see you guys tomorrow. That's going to do it. So again, forks up to obviously Patience Rhodes, Phi Rubrong, women's golf, getting those honors. Forks up to you. You absolutely crushed it and keep crushing it. So looking forward to the Stanford Regional. But yes, and softball, baseball, track. Again, track. Yes, I will hit that tomorrow. So, but yeah, have a phenomenal rest of your micro days at Wednesday or hump day. Woo, woo. Yep, that's for my mama. Yes, like I said, beginning and end of the show on Wednesdays for her. She loves it. And yes, we'll chuckle like she's never heard it before, which you got to love every time that she sees that commercial, because it is her favorite commercial with a name in it. So, but yes, thanks to back-to-back reigning Big 12 champs women's volleyball. It is #our state. Reminding you of that team down south. It is definitely #our state. Just want you to remember that. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Again, congrats to the postseason award golf winners. You crushed it. I mean, Patience Rhodes, Big 12 golfer of the year. So yeah, and on the first team as well. So I will see you tomorrow, though. Same bat time, same bat channel. Have a phenomenal rest of your Wednesday. Go Devils. And you guys know it. As always, forks up.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
The 27-yard line. That's a great call. Blake Baker. Plummer will put it up. Throws over the middle. Pull. Touchdown. Red flag.
3rd down and 5. Levis swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Another. Scadaboo is the running back, and he is a immediately met the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
Shut this defense here. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon comes in. Welcome to 2025. Today. This one the other way. It's still going back. At the track. Walks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt 3 right on the money.
Takes his shot for